Hi, hello all. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, The Concept Coach, where learning becomes understanding. So, today on July 1st, we are started one series that is UPSC CSC previous year question paper discussion. So, as part of this discussion, daily we will discuss five questions from previous year papers. So, firstly, I am starting with the 2026 paper. So, today we will discuss 1 to 5 first to 1 to 5 questions from 2026 paper. This is from set A. So first we will see at question number 1. Let us read question number 1. Which one of the following carnatic music ragas among the following? So these four are carnatic music ragas. These four options A, B, C, D. So these carnatic music ragas is similar to raga bailaval in Hindustani music. So raga bailaval is one of the Hindustani music. So the question is asking here is these among these four Carnatic raga, which one is similar to this raga available in Hindustani music? So we will discuss about each option in detail. So first option, Nata Bhairavi. Nata Bhairavi is one of the Carnatic music, and it is similar to Bhairava thought. Bhairava thought in Hindustani music. Bhairava thought. And coming to Hanumatodi, it is also equivalent to Bhairava thought only. And coming to this Kamavardhini, it is also Carnatic music system. It is equivalent to Raga Bailavi. And coming to this fourth option D, Dheera Shankara Bharanam. It is 29th Melakarta Raga. Melakarta is one of the Carnatic raga. 29th Melakarta Raga. This Melakarta Ragas, total there are 72 Melakarta Ragas. So out of 72, this is Dheera Shankarabharanam is the 29th Melakarta Raga. This is equivalent to the Raga by level in Hindustani music. So option D is the correct answer for this. So if you want one explanation image, question number 1 to question number 5, we have one visualization explanation for these five questions. So this is the image which is explaining 1 to 5th question explanations. So we will put this image daily in our Telegram channel. If you want our Telegram channel, I will put it in description also. So for here you can observe first for question number 1, the explanation here you can observe. Bailaval is the Hindustani music. Here Sarigama Padanisa, these are present in Bailava Hindustani music. So Dheera Shankarabharanam is the one option, correct option. This is 29th Melakarta Raga, and this is similar to the Raga Bailaval in Hindustani music. Okay, next we will move on to the second question. The second question we can observe here, the artificially fixed rupee sterling exchange rate. Rupee sterling exchange rate is that means in dollar we can express our Indian rupee into another country's economy form. Like we can convert our rupee into dollar. $1 is equal to 94 rupees today. Like the wise Britishers also converted our rupee into their form, like shillongs. Okay, here we can read this second question. The artificially fixed rupee sterling exchange rate prescribed by the Hilton Young Commission, formed in 1926. It was adopted by the British government for which one of the following reason? So, according to this Hilton Young Commission, uh, one rupee, 1 rupee is equal to one shilling plus 6 pences. Okay, the question asking is which one of the following reason they are converted this exchange rate, they are established this exchange rate. So we will read these options now. Option A is aiding the flow of remittance from India and maintaining India's credit worthiness. And option B, providing support to Indian importers. So Britishers helping to Indian importers. It is absolutely wrong answer. And option C, encouraging exports of cotton produce from India. It is also wrong answer. It is reflecting like they are helping to our Indians. So next, coming to option D, preventing depreciation of the rupee in terms of gold. It is also not correct answer. So only remaining answer is first option, that is A, aiding the flow of remittance from India and maintaining India's credit worthiness. This is correct because from during that time, from India, money went to British in form of salaries and pensions for British officials, and as well as interest for public debt, and also trade profits. Those all are remittance for the Britishers from our country. So in all these firms, the money from India to government flow flowing. So option A is the correct answer for this question. So we will check in this explanation. Here we can observe this Hilton Young Commission is the Royal Commission on India's currency and finance, and here recommending fixing the rupee sterling exchange rate. According to this Hilton Young Commission, they are fixing our rupee sterling exchange rate. And why adapted, as previously we are discussed, regular remittance is the one of the strong reason maintaining India's credit worthiness in international market. This is the correct explanation for the second question number second. So now we will move into third question. Here it is about history. Here we can read the statement number one. Pali texts contain the first definite references to coins. That coins here mentioned Kahapana. Kahapana is also known as Karsapana, and Nikka, Kamsa, and Kakanika. So Pali text contain the first definite references to coins. So these coins are referred in the Pali text. This is the statement number one. And statement number two, the literary evidence from Pali texts is corroborated by the archaeological evidence of punch marked coins from many sites, of most of them made of silvers. This is the statement number two. So based on the above statements, which one of the two are correctly associated? This is the question they are asked. So here we can observe the point number one is emergence of urban life. So based on these two statements, uh, can we conclude that emergence of urban life is the reason or not? This is the number one. And the second thing is the transition to money economy. So based on that above statements, can we conclude that money economy, the transition is happened in money economy? So if we can observe, both the statements are correct because these coins are from 6th century BCE. So coming to Kahapana, this is silver coin. This is one of the ancient coin which is silver. And coming to Nikka, it is a gold coin. Nikka is the gold coin, and it is from Vedic age. And coming to Kamsa, it is also one silver denomination, and it is also from the Janapadas age. And coming to Kakanika, it is also small denominations in silver. Okay, and on these coins, punch marked symbols are also there. So here. Coming to point number one, emergence of urban life is the correct, because during 6th century CE, the second urbanization have established. So first urbanization is Indus Valley civilization. So these kinds came from second urbanization. So emergence of urbanization is the one thing which is correct. And coming to second, transition to money economy, this is also correct, because previously we have barter system. So barter system to uh, money economy, we are converted, based on this coins, we can conclude. So option 1 and 2 both are correct. So option C is the correct answer for this question number 3. So you can find explanation in this image for third question also. And coming to fourth question, which of the following temples has or have the Nagara style Shikara? You must know what is Nagara style Shikara. Nagara style Shikara is, it is like a curvy linear shape on top of the temple. Top of that, one Shikara is there. This is called Shikara. Shikara Nagara style architecture, reference with this base diagram. So on following temples which is having this Nagara style Shikara, the question is asking. So first temple, we can see Malgetti Shivalaya Badami. It is located in Karnataka. It is located in Karnataka state, and north of Agastya. We can found Malgetti Shivalaya. It is belongs to the Shiva temple, and it is constructed by the early Chalukyas. They were tried to construct Nagara style, but they are not able to construct exact Nagara style. So we can ignore this option. So this is not exactly Nagara style. This is in between Nagara and Dravida style. Okay. So basically, we have to know two things in a temple architecture. One is Nagara style. Nagara style, it is found in um, northern India, and second one is Dravidian style of architecture. This is found in South Indian temples. Okay, so Karnataka is the South India, but Chalukyas tried to construct in a Nagara style, but they are failed. So this is from 7th century. See, next coming to second temple, Huchimalligudi temple, Aihole. This is also in Karnataka. This is also constructed with the Chalukyas, and it is in Nagara style only. This Aihole is belongs to Bagalkot districts in Karnataka. Huchimalligudi temple is also Shiva temple. And coming to third temple, Dashavatara temple, Diagar. It is located in Uttara Pradesh. This Dashavatara temple in Uttara Pradesh, right? So in Uttara Pradesh is the North India, right? So in North India, we know that is belongs to Nagara style only. So this third temple is also Nagara style, exact Nagara style. This is constructed by Gupta era. This is constructed during the Gupta era, and this Dasavatara temple reference 10 avatars of Vishnu. And coming to fourth temple, Virupaksha temple, Pattadakal. It is also available. It is also available. It is also found in Karnataka only, and it is one of the site of UNESCO World Heritage. UNESCO World Heritage Site. It is one of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. Coming to Virupaksha Temple, it is both Nagara and Dravida style. So which we called it as Vimana style of architecture. We can found in Virupaksha Temple. And it is also one of the UNESCO World Heritage Site. So option 2 and 3 are correct. So B is the correct. So coming to option C, many of the aspirants only choose option C, because Dashavatara temple, which is in Uttara Pradesh. So this is North India. So North India belongs to Nagara style. Only option 3 may be correct. That's how we are thinking, and many people, many aspirants choose directly third option, but that correct option is option number B, which is Huchumalligudi temple in Karnataka and Dashavatara temple in Uttara Pradesh are the Nagara style architecture. Next, coming to fifth question, we can read it. Among the four main forms of existence of life recognized in Jainism, which one of the following is not included? In Jainism, we have four forms of existence. We can call it as Gati. In Jainism, those four principal forms called as Gati. So in Gati, there are four forms, that is Deva. Deva is like a heavenly beings. And coming to Manusha, Manusha is human beings. And coming to next, this Tirancha. Tirancha is animals, plants, birds, insects. These are also mentioned in Jainism, four forms of Gati. And fourth one is like Naraka. Naraka is not available in these four options. So Naraka is also hell beings. So these are the four gatis which are available in Jainism, but Yaksha is not mentioned in Jainism. Yaksha means semi-gods, but it is not mentioned in Jainism. So option B is the correct answer. And our telegram channel provided in this video description. If you understand or if you like the content which I provided in this video, please do one like to our video, and please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you all. Your Pawan Kumar.